Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. So today, if you are not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as we possibly can. So without further ado, let's jump into the team. So we are taking on Battle-55 of the Cooler event. Now, I have run it already. I don't feel it was too tough. I personally just decided to try and give myself a little bit of a challenge and use as like much of a free-to-play kind of team as I could. I always do for these challenges anyway, as you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, do know that. Today I used Bardock. Gogeta's not as free to play, but he has been on so many damn banners, like so many. So, Gogeta, and then instead of Vegito, who I do have, I decided to run the Gotenks, because why the heck not? The only thing I actually realized after I ran it was that Gotenks is getting only 3 buffs. So I built the team around Saiyans. As you can see, my bench is Saiyans. So I screwed up. I screwed up royal. What I'd recommend is if you run this team, yes, I have Zenkai Broly. You don't need him. You can fully run this event without him. He's just there to give a little bit of extra to Gogeta, who's already a powerhouse. So if you don't have him, literally just replace him with anyone. What I would highly recommend is replace this bench with fully fusions. Only run it with fusions because these two are your main damage. He's just there for crit. Keep him alive and make them to do the damage. He does decent enough damage against Frieza, which is fine. He's there to support these two. So just buff your bench with fusions and you will be more than fine. So there's the equipment I have, just blast, and I accidentally chose that one apparently. I didn't mean to choose the hybrid one, but I did. There's just blast and special move, all of them. And then here's just strike attack and key recovery and strike attack and defense. So that's basically the team, guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so there they are, Frieza and Cooler. A team I never thought would be standing together. Now, unfortunately, I did miss my card. I thought I clicked it, but apparently I didn't. So, yeah, I'm just kind of drawing some time out so I can, firstly, get my Vanish back, and secondly, so I can get Gogeta's transformation counter as close to ready as I could possibly get. But also, another reason was to get the CPU to switch out into the green cooler. Now, it's very risky doing that, because if you do get caught, that's serious trouble. But if you don't, I mean, like this time, it literally worked out perfectly. This is the second time I ran this with this team, and it went much smoother than the first time, because I got an idea of how the team kind of worked and the event. So yeah, as you can see, the blues against the purple, the blues against the green literally don't even do like 10k damage worth in the Rising Rush. So that's the only thing you got to be careful of, and this team is not going to do that much damage in general. So that's why I'd advise getting one of your Rising Rushes off before Cooler transforms. If you want to run 2 purples, by all means do that if you want to, but I would highly recommend just running the 2 blues, because I felt it would probably benefit you a lot more. So, I ran this team with, this event with 3 different teams. I ran it with the females, I ran it with Caulifla, 21 and Pan. I came very close to beating it, but I was just like, if people are going for the achievements, it's not really worth running. So that's why I didn't decide to actually put that in. But you can beat it with those 3. I would advise switching Pan out for whoever you want, like Ribrianne. Ribrianne would be very good for this event, but yeah. If you have Cocoonsa, use her, but the only issue with her is she does fizzle out after like 60 counts. And then for my second team I ran, which was just it was too easy to be kind of a free-to-play aspect, so I decided to not put it in. Even though I am free-to-play and I do have these units for free, I decided to just run these ones instead. Everyone has Bardock, everyone has the Gotenks, and most of you will have the Gogeta by now. So I ran Blue Pod Frieza, I ran the EX First Form Blue Frieza, and then I ran Purple Cooler, who I now have at 7 stars. Hell knows how. That banner that came around, who was it? Where was he on? The double LF banner with Frieza and Bardock. I literally pulled him, I couldn't stop pulling him on that banner. and I managed to get him up to 6 stars. And then on my GSP for the Trunks and Cell banner, I got him up to 7. So yeah, that's why I say he's free to play, because he's been around a lot. And yeah, anyway. For this, like I said, for that it was very, very easy. Cooler literally did ridiculous amounts of damage. Like, absolutely absurd. And yeah, for this event, the Gogeta did a lot of damage because of all the crits that he gets. It's just ridiculous. And then pop a green card with his blue against this Frieza, it will melt the Frieza. Most of the time, the CPU will vanish into a blue card, so you've always got to just be careful of that. It's very easy to play around. If you just blast card them, straight up dash forward and then tap attack, you'll be able to get out of every blue card, even if they go for a blast card. So yeah, that's a little tip to remember if you don't already know. Here I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to risk blast armor, just go straight for the rush. Now I was honestly expecting this one to do a bit more damage than it actually did, but I mean, it's Gotenks. I'm pretty sure he only like has the first few counts of the game that he does damage, but also his blue cards, I don't even know his kits. I've got to be honest, when you've got purple Vegito, you don't bother looking at Gotenks because Gotenks is so outdated. He needs a Zenkai. It'd be so freaking ridiculous if he gets a Zenkai. It not only would give the Vegito the buffs, but it would also just provide another purple option for fusions that I personally think they need. Because currently your only fusion option is Super Vegito. So yeah, you're not going to run this guy in any... Even if you come up against the mono green team, you're not really going to want to run him, but you probably will. You're not going to run him against just to counter one green unit, for example. It's not going to be worth really. So yeah, here you can see just pop a green card and then a blue card with him, and there I could tell, like, you know what? It's a CPU. Often you can afford to drop your combos for like a split second and it's not going to matter. Pop the green card, blue card, ultimate combo with this guy. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's pretty much it. Just now, all you basically have to do through this event is just keep the Gotenks alive. I'd say he's your priority number 1 because the blue units cannot, and I repeat, cannot do it alone. I ran this event the first, well, like I said, the first try with this team. The Gotenks did actually go down with the Cooler being on like 1 health bar, like where he is now. I could not fizzle him down. As you can see, I literally spent about 60 to 70 counts, literally just hammering and hammering away at his health with the blue units, and it did not work. Nothing happened to him. So yeah, I'd highly advise just keep Gotenks alive. He's definitely your number one priority. If you don't obviously bring 2 blue units, then obviously prioritize Bardock, but I would advise 2 blue units instead. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, if you have stuck around this far, please do consider subscribing. It would help out the channel a great deal. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it guys. Good luck with this event, and I'll see you all in the next one.